Hi everyone, welcome back to Diamond Paints with Mike, and today we have that next stage of Dylan the dog bag. So we are gonna push along with this as best as we can. I've just seen a bit of this pull off. So we're gonna have to carefully mingle that back into there where it's supposed to go. Oh my good God, yeah, that is the bit that ripped off. So whatever you do, do not put this cellophane around the other way, because you're going to be in a bit of a boo-boo. Okay, that's going to keep peeling off. So what I'm going to have to do is do a bit of repair on that. I'll stick it to my Fluge for now on my desk. But yeah, that is terrible for that to come off. So I'm getting stuck to this, it's not coming off. So remember, we've got to do repair work there. So we are going to start this lovely bag, the rest of it, as much as we possibly can. And I hope everyone is having a lovely day here on this beautiful day of March. Let's start it off with, we've got 3 coming up, so let's get number 3. I've got some exciting news to tell you, if you love drinks. Where have I put my C? Sorry, there we go, it's hiding behind my coffee. Now today, talking about coffee, I have got this brand new Nescafe coffee, and I've never seen these before. They've brought out Kit Kat latte. Like, wow. So this is like my first time trying it, and my mum will not like, my friend Robert and my mum don't like the Aero or the what's the other one, Quality Street. So she only has the latte ones. But oh my god, like, the mint is beautiful. I love the cookie dough. The cookie dough I can only seem to get on Amazon. I can't stand the Quality Street one. I think that's absolutely horrendous. And the only other one I'll have is latte. So when I saw these in Sainsbury's, the funny thing is that I walked past them because I was like, oh, don't really need any more coffee. I'll be having coffee coming out all everywhere, left, right and centre. Buy so much coffee. And yeah, they had I went back and I thought, oh, if I don't get them now, they'll probably sell out. And so I only bought coffee yesterday, which was the latte one. So, oh, and they do a sticky toffee pudding. That's really nice. So I practically have them all apart from the Quality Street one. So yeah, I thought, oh yeah, I'll give them a bash, because tonight is fish and chips night. And normally I'll have a takeaway because it's easier, but the restaurant I use is in Witham, and it's called Churchill's, and we don't have that over here. Oh my god, Churchill's fish and chips, they're massive. Like, their fish is so good, and really decent fish that you get. And I love their curry sauce. It's quite expensive, nearly £4, but it's beautiful. Poured over your fish and chips. Oh, and I like to have what's called a wally. People call it a wally, but it's called a gherkin, which is technically a pickled cucumber. So yeah, so I thought, do you know what? I can't have the fish and chips. We have got fish and chips over here. We've got like Cyprus Fish Bar and Lotus Fish Bar. I think Lotus is the one that's up Chalice Lane, and then I think Cyprus is in the town, but I've never really bought out from there because it's not really something I do. If I'm gonna have fish and chips, I'll order it in or I'll make it. Like, I don't physically go to the shop, purely because it's like a pharmacist, isn't it? It's like a chemist. You have to stand in the queue waiting for them to cook it. So sometimes I'll have like fish prepared already, and they've got some chips onto the like that metal tray thing, and they'll just like dish them up. But the best chips, I think, are the ones that are just not the ones that just come out the oven, but the ones that have been sitting there a while. Oh, so good. But some places do battered Mars bars, and I've never personally tried that. No, yes I have, and it is really, really good. Quite sickly, but very good. But as I say, I want Domino's next. I think Easter, I've already planned what I'm going to have Easter Sunday or Easter Friday, something like that. I'm so going to have the Easter Domino's cookies if they've got them. So yeah, like every payday, I'll treat myself to a takeaway. I try not to have takeaway every weekend, but it's just like, it's nice to have like a little bit of a takeaway at the end, isn't it? At the end of a long week, nice little treat for yourself. So I don't know what on earth's going on with Teddy at the moment, because last week, well, the week before, my brother went away to Butlins, and he saw them the week early on the Monday. Well, I say his missus, but they're not together anymore. But his ex-partner was said, "I will drop them off," and apparently she said, "Right, well, you can't have them this week because we're going out." And I think that's really out of order, because that's his week. So, okay, fair enough. But the way I saw it was that he already saw them the Monday, so it made no difference, you know. And then this week, apparently they're supposed to be over, and they're not. So I don't know what's going on, whether she's in one of her moods again or what, because whenever she's in a mood, she's like, "Oh, you can't see Teddy then," you know. And yeah, so it doesn't look like we're going to see him again this week. So it's all a bit up in the air at the moment, with these poxy visiting arrangements. I'd hate a relationship like that, like being controlled on when you can and can't see, like your own son. Like, nah, I don't like that. I think that's ridiculous. Because she doesn't do what like normal parents do. Like normal couples, if they're split, they agree. You see him this week, that one this week, that week, you know. But it's like she wants them every single weekend. And my sister's partner, Jack, he had a problem like that, because when he had his brain injury, he his child maintenance stopped, because when you split, you have to pay like child maintenance payment. And if you don't pay it, they'll force it out your wages somehow. I don't know how they do it, but it's obviously controlled through the court and stuff. And he didn't pay any of that, because obviously he was in induced coma. He physically could not do it. He was put into a coma. And she made a claim against him to go to court, so that he forced him to pay. Like, how in the world can you do that when he's in a coma? He has no control over that. So, or something happened and he didn't get paid, he weren't paying, so of course she's within her rights to go, right, well, you can't see them then, because but back then he couldn't control it, you know. So yeah, so I know he's had the same problem with, like, you can't see him this week, can't see him that week, and oh, it's just so frustrating. So yeah, so everything's up in the air. So anyway, I was going to go over today, and today's Friday, so you know, I've got the whole day free, because obviously I don't work on Fridays or the weekends. So I thought, right, I'll have lunch and then I'll go over. And my mum was like, "Well, why don't you come Sunday, because Teddy's not here?" And I was like, "What, again? Like, what is going on?" And then she goes, "Why don't you come over Sunday, because she's going out tomorrow, and apparently my sister's taking her out on a secret adventure, but she don't know when it is, where it is." So I thought, oh, I wonder if it's like, you know, them like salons where you get your hair, your makeup done, manicures, all your nails done, that sort of thing. But she goes, it could be. But I suppose because obviously she's been so working, like my sister just does not stop working. She very rarely has time off, and she just loves her job, because she works in the nursery. And yeah, I think she feels like she's not seen her mum in so long, that she, you know, she wants to take her out for a day out, you know, have a girly days out. So yeah, so I thought, well, in that case, I might as well just stay here and do some painting then, you know. I was only going to pop over to see Teddy, and you know, I hadn't seen him in like 2 weeks, because it's like this, it seems like they've had a massive argument again, another barmy, so everyone has to go through the process of not seeing him. So that's what I'm saying, like, if something don't go her way, then she's like, right, you can't see him, you know. It's just very, very, a very strange relationship. But anyway, so anyway, I thought, well, I'll stay here Saturday then. You know, Saturday's a movie night. It's going to be weird this week, because we ain't got Britain's Got Talent. So, and I've got it wrong again, guys. This video is for Tuesday, so forgive me that I've already said Britain's Got Talent isn't gone. We had that yesterday, didn't we? We were doing the whip and chat, and I was like, is it Friday that it's not? But yeah, so apparently we don't have it this week. Now, Hannah was saying, she left a comment saying that it could be because of the rugby. So yeah, with ITV, they'll, you know, they don't care. If they want to put sports on, they will. They will dominate sports over any programme. So yeah, so it's going to be a bit of a, like, going to be lost for what to watch. But last week I didn't have a movie night because Amazon are at it again, because they keep going, oh, you've got to pay to watch it. So I was like, right, well, I'll just watch Britain's Got Talent. But last night, let me just go and get my phone. So anyway, last night, because what happens is when it normally gets to like Thursday or Friday, I will start to get things ordered on Amazon for movie night. So whether that be popcorn, sweets. And when I went into Sainsbury's today, because obviously it's fish and chips today, so I went to go and get some chips, fish, and I got this really strange fish called beer batter. I've never heard of it before, but yeah, the one I picked it up, I don't think I've had this before, but apparently it's called beer batter crispy. Let me see if I can get it up. So Young's, oh, what's it called? Beer batter. I normally go for like Bird's Eye, but when I saw beer batter on this company called Young's, I was like, whoa, that is quite nice. So this was from Iceland's, £2. And it's called beer batter with crispy bubbly batter. So I thought that was quite nice. And I said it says it's perfect for air frying and it's extra large. So we'll have to see if it fits in the frying pan, you know, the air fry basket thing. So anyway, I got some chips and peas to go with that. I'm going to have fish, chips and peas tonight. And I picked up some stuff for movie night. So I got these, which I'm really trying my hardest to stay away from chocolate, but sweets are just as bad with sugar. And I found these. I love watermelon sweets, but these are watermelon and lime fizz. So I imagine they're going to be quite tangy. So I got them for movie night tomorrow. I've never tried them before. So got some of them. And yeah, so anyway, I come back and that's what I'm doing now. But yesterday evening I was like on Tesco, because I have found that I get more points in Sainsbury's than I do Tesco, and I very rarely shop in Tesco now. I've moved to Sainsbury's, and I was on Tesco just checking out how many points I had, and this offer came up, and it said something about, because I've already had a Disney Plus Prime a Disney Plus membership thing, and it came up on Club Card that oh, where is it? Club Card. So if you go to, as you can see where it says Club Card, if you go to, once it loads, I keep seeing flamingos. Everywhere I go, there's a flamingo. But anyway, where that circle thing is, yeah, so it says one partner, right? And on there, it said that apparently I could get 3 months of Disney Plus for free for £0. So I get that 3 months worth. So I was like, what the hell? So they must have partnered up with Tesco. And so I activated that last night. And I was like, I can't see how I can get that because I've already had a free trial thing. And they did this at Christmas. So at Christmas, I got 3 months at $1.99. Well, they obviously must miss me subscribing, because I don't subscribe to it unless there's an offer on. And they've given me another offer, and I get 3 months free. So I was like, wow. So they're trying to entice me back as a paying member. But at Christmas, it was like $1.99 for 3 months. And, you know, that's reasonable. I don't want to pay like £13 a month for bloody Netflix. You know, it's got to be worth me. If I pay for it, it's got to be worth me watching it. Like, if I'm not going to watch it every week, then there's no point. So to have Disney back is quite nice, because I can then, I know that, you know, I can actually watch a film without having to worry whether I've got to pay for it or not. Because that's the thing with Prime Video, like, you never know. It can be any film, but you've always got at the back of your mind, oh, right, are we going to put it on? And then it goes, you've got to pay for it. You never really know if the film's going to charge you, if it's not going to charge you. And you do get so many films free, but I'll tell you something, they're all crap. It's all crap, you know, like, I think they've got a channel on there called Pluto TV. I've never heard of that. But anyway, so I activated that. So tomorrow, I'm still undecided of what to watch, but I was adding, I want to see Moana 2 because that's all over the cinemas and that. And I'm subscribed to Cineworld YouTube channel, so I get, you know, to see what's upcoming. And everyone's saying like it's really good, and apparently it's supposed to be turned into live action after this one, and or whether that is that one, but it's supposed to be live action. And I did that, but Mufasa is coming to Disney Plus. I think they said the 26th. Alexa, when is Mufasa coming to Disney Plus?
From News.com. If Mufasa follows a similar release strategy, you may see Mufasa streaming on Disney Plus around late March 2025.
Oh, yeah, so I'm going to hold off the Cineworld because I never go to the cinema. I think it's an absolute ridiculous price. You know, you're paying all this money to sit there watching a movie on a massive screen. You've got to buy all the popcorn and stuff unless they allow you to put it in, because years ago they wouldn't let you take your own stuff in and people would sneak it in and stuff. But you're paying like £10 where you could like wait like a couple of months and watch it in the comfort of your own home. I think cinemas are just a con. Like, yes, people want to see the film there and then, but they're becoming a thing of the past, you know, because so many cineworlds have already closed down. So yeah, so I'm super excited. I put that onto, because they've got the trailer of that on there already, and I've put that onto my wish list to watch because I don't agree with The Lion King being remade anyway. When they did the live action one, it was absolutely awful. They absolutely wrecked it. But, you know, my mum wants to see it, and I can, you know, rather than she pays out for it, or maybe what she's doing, could she be going to the cinema to watch Mufasa maybe? Yeah, I don't know. See, that's the thing as well. Like, that's what my dad would do as well. Like, if you say, right, I'm going to go and take mum to watch Mufasa, he would do it, like, deliberately to wind you up sort of thing. Like, you can't really say anything to him, or he goes out and does it and to get in there first sort of thing. But yeah, they could be going to watch Mufasa, but because she says she really wanted to watch that, so yeah, I don't really speak to my dad. I've always had like an off and on relationship with him. Like, I don't like being used, and that's, you know, the way I was treated at Butlins. You know, it's I feel like I was only used, like, asked to go to fill the numbers for his booking room thing. You know, and then because he's got what, you know, he's got that out of me, and now he don't want to know me sort of thing, you know. So I can't be asked with that, you know. One minute you want to know me, the next minute you don't. I can't be dealing with that, you know. So yeah, I don't really, if there was like a medical emergency, then yeah, you know, I'll intervene, but I don't really talk too much. You can't bother with me for the whole year, then fine, I don't want to speak to you. So, but that's how I work. So yeah, so it's like one year we got a PlayStation thing for my brother, and my mum worked very hard trying to get that, and she did get it, and then all of a sudden my dad gets it, and, you know, to get in there first, and my mum was so upset because, like, she looked everywhere for that, and my brother sort of favoured my dad's one over my mum's, even though it was like the same machine. It's just families are like, I shouldn't really say this, but sometimes I wish, like, families, I didn't have a family, because, you know, I don't feel like I've got a family. So my family is YouTube. I think that's a bit harsh to say, but, you know, what I love about YouTube is you meet so many wonderful people. There's, every day you're meeting new people and new creators, and it's just great, really. So anyway, yeah, I'll have a browse and see what I can get for YouTube. I mean, for fuck's sake, Disney Plus. And I found a new documentary that I want to watch called, well, I don't think it's a documentary as such, but it's called Stacey Solomon's Sort Your Life Out, or Sort Your House Out. And what she does is, she goes to people's houses that are like got clutter, like collect obsessively, and they have no room, and she goes in and sorts of like puts all your stuff into piles, like this is for charity shop, that's for keeping, and then she makes room for them. It's a really, really good program. So I was watching it and then I got distracted with other things, but like other documentaries and stuff. And then today I was watching the news, and oh my god, about shortly before the news, they have already advertised for Big Brother. I'm so excited, guys. So yeah, Debbie Get Crafty. I don't know whether it's in your I don't know whether it's in America at the same time as the UK, but normally what happens with Big Brother is you'll get like the normal version in perhaps January, then it's like the celebrity in the middle of the year, and then back at the end there's like a non-celebrity version, but the celebrity one is the best one. The only problem is with that is that it's only on for like 3 weeks. So where the normal version you normally get 6 weeks, the celebrities I suppose have a tight schedule, so they're only in it for like 3 weeks. So yeah, right, I think it's time that we get this tongue done, because this pink is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at this, absolutely stunning. It does have 2 shades of pink in, so we got a darker one, and then we've also got a lighter one. So, and talking of Cineworld, they've just uploaded again. So yeah, so trying to think of what to do today. So I had to pick some things up from the post office, which was a tin of carrots and a packet of malt biscuits, because I play Just Play, so if I can get it free on the game, I'm going to play the game to get it. So it's always good for like topping up and stuff. And they're tin carrots on there, quite lovely. They're really good, nice, and they're only like 60p. So yeah, it's you never really know, because Amazon have slowly come out with bringing their own food out. And I'll tell you something, it's really nice. I've actually seen tin peas. I don't think that's going to go down very well. Like, every packet of peas I've ever bought have always been in a bag frozen. So I've never heard of tin peas before, but oh my god, they've so got some lovely cocktail on there. They've got peaches, and in the tin peaches. Oh, that is such a Sunday classic dessert. So anyone back in the day like had apple crumble or rhubarb and custard or jam roly-poly? Back in the day, we would always used to have like jam roly-poly with custard, or we would have Viennetta ice cream. But yeah, it's all fattening, isn't it? So I think the only time I'll ever buy a dessert is movie night. Movie night is just like junk day. Like, I'll just eat junk. But yesterday, oh my god, I got, because McDonald's do this thing where you can get like 2 burgers for $11.99, or you get like the family one, which is $14.99. But it is a bit of a con, because you can choose it. I think it's the McPlant quarter pounder and Big Mac. So I always go for the quarter pounder and the Big Mac. And the only problem is with that, yeah, you're getting 2 burgers for $11.99 and 2 lots of chips, but it's a con because you've still got to pay out for a drink. And I really wanted to try, because I saw on TikTok the last night that someone in the UK has tried the Shamrock milkshake, and it's supposed to taste like mint and stuff, and I got it. I had to pay £4 for that. But then the weird thing is that if I did it in a different meal deal, I would get it free. Like, why? So yeah, I thought that was really out of order, that you don't get a drink with it. I suppose they don't like to give too much away, but anyway, so I got the $11.99 deal, which was the quarter pounder with chips, and then the Big Mac with chips, and then I got the Shamrock, which I had to pay £4, which I thought was absolutely disgusting, for a milkshake, considering like a large milkshake normally, if it's in a Big Mac deal, you pay like £1 extra. But then again, the Grimace shake was actually like that price as well. But anyway, I got the Shamrock. Oh, what do you call it? The Shamrock milkshake, and I also got McFlurry. I wasn't really keen on the Mars one because they put too much of it. It's like these little white ball things. You know, similar to what you would get on a corner yogurt. Well, they put them in, and I don't know what it was, whether it was like hard shortbread or hard ice cream, but it wasn't very nice. And so I went for the Oreo McFlurry. Like, oh my god, so good. And yeah, so yeah, I tried the Shamrock, and oh my god, it was so refreshing. Like, it was like this minty sort of, the way I describe it, it was like refreshing mint, like full on mint, and it felt like eating a Viennetta ice cream. It was really nice. So yeah, I really liked it. So yeah, I treated myself to a Big Mac yesterday because like I couldn't be bothered to cook last night, and I had to go shopping last night as well, and by the time I got in, I just didn't want to cook. So so yeah, I got that, and that's what we got, people. But yeah, do try the Shamrock before it goes out. But yeah, oh my, I've not tried my coffee yet. Let's try this Kit Kat. Here we go. It smells like full-on Kit Kat. Lacks a bit of flavour, I'll be honest with that. It tastes more of chocolate than it does Kit Kat. Yeah, it's a little bit weak. I'd say like they need to put more wafer flavour in. I mean, to be fair, wafer is like you can barely taste wafer anyway, so. But I'd tell you what I do love to buy. You know them, I don't know whether I can get them up on here, but they're called caramel. I can't remember what they're called. Caramel. They're done by Tunnocks, I think they are. This is what I love. I can't get enough of these things. These are gorgeous. So they're called caramel wafer biscuits, Tunnocks, and you normally get like 8 in a pack for £3, but they are so nice. They're like the gold bars. If you've ever had gold bars, like, oh my god, gold bars and breakaways and blue ribbons. Like, everyone's been calling them blue ribbons, but it's blue ribband. So gold bars. Yeah, if you've never had these, like, oh my god, like, these are so lovely. Like, look at that. Oh, so good. And it's actually like a golden flavour when you get it. But if you've also never tried these, like, oh my god, you so need to try the Billionaire's wafer. Like, it's so good. But yeah, we mustn't be looking at these things because it's going to make me want them otherwise. See, it's naughty. It's these bloody Kit Kats, you know, it makes you think of treats. So yeah, yeah, it's all that luxury, you know, and then you get sort of addicted to them. I used to, as a kid, like, always eat penguins, and I didn't know for years. I only found out, like, a couple of years ago that a penguin is a bourbon wrapped up in milk chocolate, like a bourbon biscuit. That's all it is, a bourbon biscuit with, like, you know, milk chocolate of it. I don't know how it looks like a penguin, but that's what they're called. But with penguins, it's so good because, like, on the back you get like a joke written on the back, and some of the jokes are not funny. It's just like, it doesn't even make you laugh, sort of thing. But let's see if Alexa knows anything about the penguins. Alexa, how did the penguin biscuit bar get its name? Alexa, how did the penguin biscuit bar get its name?
From wikipedia.org. The name comes from the fact that the biscuits are long and flat, somewhat like a cat's tongue.
Well, it ain't a bloody penguin then, is it? What the hell? Oh my god. Like, so they're long and flat like a cat's tongue, but they call it a penguin. Why not just call it a cat biscuit? I suppose because obviously if you've got a pet cat, then you're going to probably be feeding it that. So I don't know, but yeah, it's a bit of a strange name, but there you go. So yes, you know what's going to happen, do you? I'm going to put the TV on about 8 o'clock when Prince Got Talent comes on, although I think it starts at 7. And then I'll be like, where's the Prince Got Talent? Watching Jenny's channel, Jenny's Crafting Zone. And she's been going to the work. She got some beautiful Paddington cards. And I've wanted them for some time. But just, you know, we get so many diamond painting companies, you just forget. But it's been nice not going to the range. I've had a bit of a break from the range because I got a bit fed up with keep going to the range. Like, it's a nice shop and I love buying the paintings, but I want to try and, you know, have a few days off. It just makes, you know, when you go shopping, it makes you spend, like, you have a figure in mind of what you want to spend, and then you just spend too much. So it's making me spend a little bit too much, and I need to try and get the old paintings done. So plus we're working on a few things behind the scenes, as you would have seen in my community tab. And I've got a few things, something different in the cam shop with me, but you'll see when it's done, because I've had to film it in like stages and then I've got to stitch it all into one video, which I tend to use a program called CapCut, which I've seen on TikTok. So that app, yeah, although it's like you can't get off the app, it's quite useful because it shows you so many things. And then there's like people that show you products, because what they do is they're signed up to like this program, so when they show you a product on there, they're getting paid for showing you that. So yeah, I think it's quite nice because it's you know, it gives you items, and you know, if there's a new deal, people show you deals and stuff. And yeah, I bought quite a lot from TikTok. And they've got some women put on there something to do with this Skittles, or is it Starburst? But they're like sachets of drink that you pour in your cup, and it makes, like, you know, when like you would put juice in a cup, like something like that. So I've got some of them on the way. So yeah, I was probably go into the works because, as I was saying, when I was watching Jenny, she bought Paddington cards, and she's also got some paintings from the works, which was, I think it was a Poppy. She did say she didn't buy anything from there, but it was a late birthday present or something, and she bought some stuff, and their paintings look quite nice. So I very rarely shop in the works now. Like, I'm so like obsessed with ordering from Temu that I very rarely buy from shops now. So unless of course it's the range. As I say, like, the works is hard to get to because it sort of clashes with my work, so it's hard because, like, when I come out of work they're shut, and if I go too early they're not open, so it's a hard one. And then I could go in my lunch break, but it's like right over the other side of town, and that would take up like half my lunch break, so I wouldn't even have time to like eat and walk at the same time. Like, it's not good to eat and walk because, like, you can't, like, your body can't digest it very well. And I didn't know, but burgers can actually, apparently it takes longer for your body to break it down, which I didn't know. But Alexa, why do burgers take so long to digest?
Here is an answer from an Alexa Answers contributor that I translated. Cinnamon promotes appetite and stimulates bowel activity. As a
Alexa,
spice,
stop. Didn't even go. See what I mean? You ask her something, she bangs on about something completely different. Like, what the hell? Alexa, why does burgers take so long to break down?
from pulse.ng. They can take up to 6 hours or more because fat needs bile and other digestive fluids to break down.
Like, so that must mean every time you eat meat, like spaghetti bolognese or any meat, like lasagna, you know, it takes ages to break down. So you probably feel bloated, because I was actually feeling quite bloated. And I couldn't resist. Like, I'm a big eater, so I also got a double cheeseburger. Like, oh my god, like I could eat 100 of them. Like, they are so good. So yes. For some reason we've got a random 5 here, so I think we'll get this one done next because we're sort of edging our way over to this section here now. So let's get number 1, wherever number 1's disappeared to. Where is number 1? So yeah, I'm going to order that Paddington card because I really like the look of that. This drill's are really beautiful. It's really bright. So it's quite nice, this drill. Oh, we've got a bit of sticking issue here. Okay. As I say, I will seal this, so yeah, it will be sealed for sure. Now, I don't want to go too far down because I feel like I need to bring it over, you know. And then my mum's phoned up to say that her legs are hurting again, so the quicker they can get this operation in, the better. But you're never going to guess what? The hospital was rang up again and said that we've got to go for another x-ray because apparently the other hospital, they seem to be doing a lot more than the other hospital are, but apparently they're now saying that the arteries look a bit too, or the veins, something to do with, it's the artery that carries the blood. They think it might be too weak for the operation. So, like, I just feel like we're getting mucked about. All we've done all year is visit hospital, x-rays, scans. Like, just do the goddamn operation. Like, how much more scans do we possibly need? Like, why can't they? It really frustrates me because why can't they just do all the scans under one appointment? Like, God knows how much bloody bus fare we've paid out, or train fare, because it's like £6 return on the C1 or C2. You know, why can't I find my 5 drill? No, number 6. So yeah, it's just, they don't seem to realise how much money we're paying out. We have to pay like £11 as it is from Whitman. Well, I do, because it's like, well, for me, it's probably like £12 something from Braintree, but from Whitman, it's like, what, £9 something. Then we've got the bus fare, you know. So it's like £16 in fare every single time. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm having a rant. I'm just trying to get everything out that I need to talk about. So yeah. But yeah, if I order from Craft Buddy, I'll probably do Paddington, a few more of them diamond paint sticker things for 100 Years of Wonder. And then I will probably really like that London Bridge one. But I really want to get, I'll probably get like, yeah, probably, so Paddington, a few more stickers, a bit of the Harry Potter buddy things. And Linda has said she's doing Harry Potter in June or July. So I'm so looking forward to that. Linda did clarify when I mentioned about Hobby Lobby. Apparently they do like all sorts. So it does sound very much like the range. Because that's the name, isn't it? That's why they call it the range, because it's a range of different products. But yeah, so she was doing a lovely blue owl the other night. I think she's finished that now. So yeah, how are we doing for time 41? Boom. Oh, I can feel the wafer now. Perhaps it just needs a bit of time for the, maybe the hot water kicks the flavour out. I don't know. Oh, that is good. Get coffee. Pauline, if you're on here, do get the Nescafe latte Kit Kat. Do you folks get these in America? Because they also, Nescafe do the 3-in-1 sachets as well. They used to do a massive bag of them. I think it was like 20 at Farm Foods, but they're shut down. We don't even have one over here. There's not one in Braintree, I don't think. There's not one, I've not seen them in the town centre, but it could be like on the outskirts of Braintree. There is one in, there used to be one for many years in Witham, but they recently closed it because apparently it's too much competition with Iceland's, even though Farm Foods and Iceland's have been there for years. Like, I don't get it. But anyway, they used to do like a bag of like 20, which was a really good deal. But normally they pay like, normally the Nescafe sachets are like £1 for like so many in the box, which is a really good deal. So, and I think they do a caramel version, but I can never get hold of them. So yeah, baby. And then I had a letter come through, oh, your license is due for renewal with TV licensing. And I'm like, oh, another bloody bill. 150, it's like 157 now, is it? So guess what? I've got to renew that, which is £157, which means £157 I can't spend on diamond painting because of epoxy TV licensing. And they've spoke for years, I will scrap it. Yeah, but you haven't. And you know, do you want to hear the latest what they're doing? The NHS has been abolished. Apparently, I don't think it's the whole of the NHS. I can't see them abolishing the whole of the NHS, but our Prime Minister has abolished 50% of the NHS, something to do with bureaucracy or something. And apparently them jobs are going to... This is the bit I don't get. So they're cutting all these jobs, but then they're going to put all these people that have had their jobs cut into other parts of the job in other departments. So technically, how are you saving money? Because if you're cutting jobs to then move them into another department, you've got to pay for all them new people that have just come out of that job into there. So I can't see how that's working, but I'm not very good with maths, to be fair. But yeah, apparently 50% of the NHS is gone. And then there was something to do with Vinted. So what they're doing on Vinted, over the last sort of year or so, they've automatically, Vinted have to buy, you know, automatic, they have to, however much you earn, whether you're a pro or a just a standard seller, they, whatever, however much you make, you normally have to declare that. But now they do it automatically, because I think people are forgetting to declare how much they earn. I mean, you can earn £1,000 without declaring to HMRC, but they were saying on the news that apparently they want to lift that restriction to 3,000. So you can earn 3,000 before you have to, you know, declare it as like a sole trader. Because if you're buying, say like you're clearing out, you know, just a couple of things in your wardrobe, then yeah, that's not classed as like selling, like as a business. But if your intentions are to buy, like go around a shop, pick a product up, and then sell it on Vinted and sell for, you know, more, then, and you're regularly doing that, you're classed as what's called a trader, because you're trading. So you're buying things with the intention of making a profit on it. And apparently they were saying that everyone that they think has reached the threshold, which is 1,000, they're going to be getting a letter to remind them to sign up as self-employed or something on HMRC, like in other words, to declare your taxes, because HMRC do need to know about the tax that you, or the, you know, if you've made over 1,000, they need to know about that so that they can tax you on it. So yeah, but they're only sending it to, apparently 6,000 letters have gone out, but they're only sending it to people that they think have reached the threshold. Now, this is what annoys me, is because they keep putting two different colours together, and now I've got to go back and check the whole of this. So, like, I don't even know if I've got the right drill on here or what. So, I mean, that looks brown, that looks brown, that looks, what's all this? 7, is it? Please be a 7. See, you can't do it too much or it picks it off. 7. Do you know, I think these are all okay. 7. Am I going mad? 7. Okay, well, I think I've like had a mad 5 minutes. I seem to be putting them down okay, so... Okay, so yeah. Okay, I think I've just had a mad 5 minutes there. So yeah, so anyway, they're supposed to be sending out these 6,000 letters to let people know that you need to register with HMRC. So 52 minutes. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just do this little sliver here, and then we'll call that a session. So sorry if it sounds like I'm moaning or it's a bit of a rant. It's not a rant. Every whip and chat's different. So there could be really fun days. It could be like, you know, not really much to talk about. It could be like a rant mode. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Like, subscribe now to the rant channel. Subscribe now to positive, you know. I was watching this, it was a channel on YouTube, something to do with housing, and this guy got a tenancy warning for having a chicken in his garden because the chickens kept flying over to the other neighbour's house, and it weren't like a 6-foot fence, it was like half a fence. You know them stupid fences that they're like half a fence where you can see over the other neighbour's garden, and apparently the neighbour wasn't very happy that the chicken was going in her garden, and he got a warning for it, and he had to take the cockerel away because every morning it would go cock-a-doo-doo-doo. I would love that. Like you know, I'd love to live on a farm, you know, and you know, every morning, as opposed to alarm, you know, you woke up and cock-a-doodle-doo. Oh man! But then you know, after a few months of listening to that, I would probably get so annoyed that I want the cockerel to like go to a new home. But he did manage to go find a new home, and he grabbed it by the tail and shoved it in like this metal like rack thing, but it escaped and ran off, and then they had to do it again. But he was clever. He ran out there. He was like, "I'm not going in here," and then he goes, "You little git." But what a way to like just grab it from the tail. I mean, I'd be surprised that the feathers would like come out, you know. But Alexa, I've got to listen to it now. Alexa, play a
I'm
cockle.
not quite sure how to help you with that.
Well, let me speak, woman. Alexa, play cockle-doo-doo-doo.
To listen to specific songs
No,
anytime you like,
Alexa.
just say try Amazon Music Unlimited.
Alexa,
Cock-a-doo,
play cock-a-doodle-doo.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, and similar songs on Amazon
Oh my God, there's a
Music.
song, cock-a-doo-doo-doo.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, my dame has lost her shoe. My master lost his stick.
What's this crap? No, Alexa, play a cockerel noise.
I'm not quite sure how
Oh,
to help
do you know
with
what?
that.
You're stressing me out now, so whatever. Like, I didn't even know there was a... Oh, today we've gone from Sainsbury's to cock-a-doo-doo-doo and many others. So yeah, this is what I love about Whip and Chats. It's like so random, but yeah. So there we go, guys. We have got another session almost done here. I'm just going to just do this little sliver in here, and then we will call that a session. So yes, cock-a-doo-doo-doo. Hello, ding dong. Oh, ding dong, la la la. We have got Paint some way, I think it's just emailed me. Apparently DAC is supposed to be coming out with, because I saw an email and it says something about with like magnets are coming out. So like, is that a new thing or like what, you know? Let's have a look. Let's have a look in my book. Right, let's go. I think we've had a really good session. I'm a little bit disappointed that because the thing is, you could argue that with this, you know, that little bit that fell off there, and you could go argue that and go, right, well, I bought this product, right, but it's very weak, and I bought this product and it's so weak that it's peeled off. But then they'll be like, well, you bought it from the store, so you'd have to take it back to the store, like argue it with the store. But it's just like, what do? You know, it's like, sorry, I think we've got a big problem here. Unfortunately, that piece has just got stuck to my jumper. So yeah, I think we're just going to have to, unfortunately, just leave it off, because that's gonna, what I can do is I can put like a bit of glue there and just put black drills around that to build that up. But where I put it on the side, it's actually got stuck onto my jumper here and ripped more off. So yeah, I think what I'll probably do is put black drills, just put a blob of glue around there and fill it that way, because this stuff is so like wafer thin. So, but yeah, as I say, you could argue it and go, well, this is all peeled off, but then it's your fault in it because you've like peeled it off. So, but then there's the argument of, but it's cheap and it's come off. So, you know, quality control, that doesn't affect your statutory rights. But yeah, this is what it's looking like. We're getting more and more on each time we do it. I am so glad he's got his tongue done now. I'm really happy that we only got this little bit here left, and then we're just down to this last little section. But yeah, that's that. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and as well, we'll just give that a little bit of a roll. And we'll leave that how it is. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Always tap that notification bell so that you can be alerted as and when a video pops up on the channel. And I will see you next time for another video. Take care and bye-bye.